Hi, welcome back to another adventure with Brian.
And Heather.
Outdoors, I'm Heather.
I'm Brian.
And this weekend, what are we doing?
We're going to the Little Presque Isle Cabins up by Harlow Lake area. We're staying at the furthest one in.
Yep.
About a half-mile hike in. Shouldn't be a big deal.
Cabin number 5.
Pulling some sleds with our gear.
It's going to be a very snowy evening. We're supposed to get about 6 to 7 inches of snow, so we'll see if that happens.
It's very windy. Tomorrow has a high of 8 degrees, so...
Yeah, we might be spending a lot of time in the cabin.
Yeah, but we're in a cabin, so it'll be fine.
So, I don't know. Let's go make the trek out in the blowing wind and snow and make our way to the cabin. See what happens.
Oh, that was weird. We have a sled malfunction. Didn't like being backed up.
Got across the lake?
No. I'm like halfway there.
Grab some glasses in the atlas. We can prove we're smarter than a phone. Let's go where there's no reception. See if we can make it on our own. Breathe deep in your chest.
Made it. That wasn't that bad. Okay. Hopefully there's some hot ashes from whoever was in before us. Remember the code? Maybe not.
We don't need a destination. Let's go where the river's taking us. Over fields and through the country, letting go of everything but us.
Your headlamp. We made it to the cabin. Step 1,
Make a fire.
make a fire. Step 2, string the string lights and take it from there.
It's like all like greasy in there too.
What's going on? Let me see.
People left a bunch of like random stuff piled in there that had to be unloaded first.
It's no kindling at all. You can go make some.
Is there a flue on the back of this thing? Is it open? Or is it just, it only has one speed?
No, there's something here. It gets in and out.
You want it all the way open so the air flows.
Will that be pushing it in then? Yes, you're pushing it in. What's that? I don't think that's a...
It doesn't have a flue anymore. It's kind of disappointing that the wood stove's in such poor condition. It doesn't even have a flue. So you can't control it except by feeding it.
This is kind of a luxury purchase, but we found that it creates really good ambient lighting in these rustic little cabins. Michelle and I used it preparing our cabin today, and then we used it in the yurt video. I'll link those below. Definitely worth it on Amazon though. Battery operated. Had a little remote. And they're like 25 bucks. Definitely worth it for stuff like this. All right, now that we're all moved in, cabin tour, got the twinkle lights, bed's all made. Fire is not adequately warm enough. We're getting there. There's toe warmers in my slippers. It's not warming up quite fast enough, but we're almost all set up. So, what's happening here? Oh, they're sticky. Ooh, that's fancy. Do you know they're sticky?
Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't stay down by your toes when you try to shove your foot in there.
I think they're shaken enough.
Yeah.
I don't ever use toe warmers because I don't ever have feet problem when I'm actually outside.
I didn't think to bring slippers, so I have to wear my boots.
Yes, winter cabin, rustic cabin hack. Bring slippers because you always track in water and stuff, and no one wants to step in wet puddles with dry socks. All right. I can officially say I've never put on toe warmers with slippers before, so hopefully my feet warm up. I'm going to put my other sweatshirt on. Pretty chilly.
So it's cold. It's very windy. Snow's coming down pretty good outside.
Yeah.
Got a little more firewood.
It'll warm up soon, and then we'll be nice and toasty, and then I don't know.
The wood stove has some issues. It's missing its flue. There's just nothing in
I
there.
thought it was called a flute.
There's like there's two different adjustments on a stove. I'm trying to remember what the little front one is. The vent. There's a word for it.
I'll have to look that up.
I don't know. I can't think of it. Anyway, there's an adjustment on the chimney.
Yeah. So.
But it has no adjustments. They're all broken, and the inside wasn't cleaned out, and there was all the fire brick in there is all broken and piled up in the middle of the stove instead of on the walls. So.
Yeah. Luckily, we're like 20 minutes from home, so no, it'll be fine. It's gonna warm up, and then we'll be nice and cozy. I made the bed, got unpacked, got all settled in, so we're just waiting for it to warm up, and I think our hot water is just about ready. I'm gonna have some hot cocoa.
The last time you did this, it was like 45 degrees outside. It was winter,
No.
but it was like highs in like the above freezing.
No, it was pretty cold when Michelle and I went. It was like at least like 25.
Well, that's a big difference between single digits and super windy too.
Whatever. It's gonna be really cold tomorrow and windy and high of 8, so it might just be a stay in the cabin and play
It's
Monopoly
fine
deal.
to be outside when you're moving around and bundled up, but it's getting kind of cold just sitting here.
Anyways, all right, hot cocoa time. Ooh.
Little special sauce. Those things sound frozen.
I think they are. Are we gonna be cold forever?
It's starting to warm up. Can't really see your breath inside the cabin anymore, so it's
You can see mine.
a little bit. Yeah, I saw it, but not like before.
Yeah, we at least got some hot water. Boozy hot cocoa with we got a new salted caramel. What's the brand?
Old Smoky, maybe.
Old Smoky.
I don't know.
Whiskey. So good.
Just
And we wait.
all right. Farkle facts. Farkle. Apparently, I've played this, but I don't remember it at all. Only single 1s and 5s are worth points. Other numbers count only if you get 3 or more of the same number in a single roll. Other combinations of number are worth points if you get them in a single roll. And there's a table of the other combinations and what their points are. It's basically if you get multiples of a kind. You cannot set aside any dice after a roll. That's a farkle. You lose your running total points for that turn, and that turn's over.
Pressure's on. How many more points do you need to beat me?
850 points.
May the odds ever be in your favor. $250, $350.
Nope.
Farkle. I'm the winner.
Yep.
Burn, baby, burn. Warm up our cabin. Burn, baby, burn. All right, going out for some wood reinforcements because it's getting there. I feel like the cabin's starting to warm up a little bit.
When you step outside, you're gonna be shocked. It's nasty out there. It's so windy.
So
It's just howling.
getting some more wood, making sure we have enough to make it through the night because we're just feeding this thing. So it's really gross outside. So we're gonna go do it.
All right, go get out there real quick. Close the door.
Oh, it's windy.
That's a nice piece of birch right there. Got kinds of hardwood.
Success. Made it back from getting wood. It's a little bit warmer. I'm able to take my snow pants off, so maybe after we get a hot meal in us, warm up. Well, that went down quick. Gonna show you all how we do a friction clean. When we're rustic camping, so usually we always have some hot water on the stove. So we have some warm water, and then we basically just wipe things off. We don't really.
Well, you wipe them off, and then you use some clean water and basically wipe them again. But
Yeah.
they get pretty clean.
It's usually good enough for 1 or 2 nights. Last order of business before bed.
Ooh, and that's some sticky stuff.
What do we got here?
Cinnamon roll dough. It gets pretty messy, but it holds its shape for now.
It'll be worth it in the morning. Waking up to warm, hot cinnamon rolls after probably a night of tending to the fire every hour so we don't freeze.
I want them to be a little bit thinner than a normal cinnamon roll because you have to cook them from the bottom.
Oh, these are gonna be delicious in the morning.
Hopefully they rise. It's pretty cold in here.
Morning.
Morning.
Somebody's in a t-shirt walking around being noisy this morning, opening doors, letting all the cold air in.
It's hot in here.
Told you.
It took many hours to warm it up in here, but it's warm now. I bet it's 80 degrees in here.
It's nice.
It's too warm.
Told you that you'd be roasting out soon.
Well, it wasn't soon, but we are roasting out now.
Yep. Are you ready? Just lift it up and see. Oh, they're looking pretty good. Gonna be sticky. It's a little frosty. That's fine. I need to save you some.
Yeah.
Oh, mimosa. While we contemplate what we're gonna do today. It is slushy already. Wow. Was this in the cooler or just out on the porch?
It was in the cooler. You just took it out of the cooler.
Oh, I know, but before I didn't know if you just.
So I brought the cooler back inside because everything was freezing inside of it.
We left it inside last night though.
Yeah.
Well, we had a little breakfast snack, a little mimosa, a little coffee, played some Monopoly deal. And we're gonna make our way out into the cold world now. So not sure what we're gonna do. We're just gonna
go drill a couple holes and ice fish a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't expect there to be anything too exciting in this lake. Micro perch and bluegill.
Just head across the lake and I don't know. See, maybe ice fish, maybe take a little snowshoe, put the drone up, play around with that, and then come back and cozy on in again. So it's finally warm. We've been cracking the windows.
Yeah, it took a long time for the cabin to come up to temp, but
yeah. So now we're gonna let it die down a little bit. So when we come back, it's probably gonna be a little bit colder again. So,
but it's half filled with ash, so we really need to scoop it out. So hopefully it'll die off pretty much by the time I get back.
Yeah, we should have emptied it out when we got here.
Yeah, the prior people didn't clean it out, so should have emptied it completely before I started, but oh well.
Yep. All right. Head on out. Well, we're trying to find a way to get onto the lake, but it's open water near the edge, so.
Heather said she found a good spot to go to the water. I don't think so. Now I got a slush foot.
Well, it's frozen right there. Your boots are waterproof. They're fine, aren't they?
No, it's just like heavy slush.
I know, but your feet didn't get wet, did they?
No. Shit. This one's coming out of it.
Well, it looked safe. We dried all good?
Yeah.
Gonna fall through again?
Hopefully not. There's just a lot of open water and slush at the edges.
Okay. We're gonna have to go all the way to the boat launch?
I have no idea. I feel like that's not a good spot either, Heather.
We're gonna try it out. We're in front of cabin 4 now. We'll see if this access point's any better. Nope.
When you find that you're in a hurry and you need an escape, just stay lost here with me. We don't have to say anything, just let ourselves get lost in between the magic and the mystery.
Something tells me we're only gonna be fishing out of one hole. I got it. Let me finish it. I think I'm augering into a rock. Must be it. Almost there. Woo! Oh, there we go. Yeah! Did it. Yeah, fishy, fishy.
Sitting here in the stillness and quiet, losing track of the time. Oh, this memory will burn the brightest. Leave it be, let it shine. Just stay lost here with me.
Well, I'm not having any luck here, so Brian is going to drill another hole closer to shore. So it's probably only like micro perch in here, but I don't know. What else do we have to do? Snow picked up a little bit, so hopefully we catch something.
Stay lost with me.
Next hole. third hole. So far, no luck. It's getting pretty cold out. It's gotta be like what? Feels like it's 0.
It's so windy too.
Final hole.
Finally had a bite.
Calling it quits after this one. All right, made it back from ice fishing. Got one little bite. So, heating some warm lunch up and gonna warm up and fill our stomachs. Who knows what's next?
Just waiting for water to boil.
The glorious side of Brian and Heather Outdoors. Uncut. We have boiling water. Waiting for Slowpoke over here to get his jacket on. I'm getting Yanni. This might have to be our last hoorah. Away we go. Just give it a big old toss and then let's go in because it's cold. And then we're done playing with these shenanigans. Which way are you throwing it?
Oh, the wind's gonna take it.
Okay, ready, go.
A lot of it hit the ground. That's why you didn't want to do the over your head. It's just not quite cold enough for that.
Well, last morning we woke up, packed up, and heading out a little bit early. So it's pretty cold this morning. It's like, what do you think?
I think it's a little below 0. I'm thinking like maybe 5 below, maybe something like that. Just below 0. It's cold.
Yeah. So that wraps up our cabin 5 at Little Presque Isle. Thanks for watching. Give us a subscribe, comment down below, like all the good stuff. And as always, thanks for coming along. Goodbye.
Goodbye.